Okay, YouTube family, so I'm going to tell you a little story about when I had my very first seizure, and it happened right here in these woods, and it started right here in this old mine shack where the miners used to store their dynamite to, I guess, blow up the underground and all that fun stuff. But years ago, my mom and my ex-girlfriend were up here, and we were actually doing some ghost hunting. And we had a metal detector, and we had shovels, and I was digging in the area, and I was actually taunting the spirits and saying, I don't believe in you, you know, like, if you're real, show me, or, you know, all that fun stuff. So we're up here digging and messing around, horsing around, and I'm videotaping the whole time. And we got into this old bomb shack here that the miners used to use. This used to be an old mining country, and when I stepped out of here, I started to get a little fuzzy in my head. Like, my vision was really blurry, almost like I just stared at the sun. It was like a sunspot. So it started over here, and we have a little mini quarry down here in the woods, and I thought it'd be cool to do some filming down here. And so we're down here, still taunting the spirits, still digging around, you know, having a good old time. And right about here, my vision started to get really, really fuzzy. And I never had a seizure before, so I didn't think anything of it. And I thought it was just a sun glare, so I thought it would go away. So right around this time, my vision's starting to get really, really bad. And we come down here, me, my mom, and my ex-girlfriend at the time. I should say my girlfriend at the time, she's now my ex-girlfriend. But anyway, we have this little mini quarry here. And, you know, mind you, I'm walking and I can't really see straight. And, you know, you could fall in here pretty easy. And it's not really the most smooth terrain here. So, look. And so, I was filming at the time, standing right about here. My mom and my girlfriend were standing there. And all of a sudden, I seen this black shadow come at me. I was staring, that was my view. It looked like a black shadow coming this way towards me. And excuse my language, but this was my exact words. I said, "What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?" And then all of a sudden, the next thing I know, I came to, and I was being led out on a stretcher with EMTs, and an ambulance was up there. I had no idea what happened. The only thing I knew was that I seen a black figure coming at me, and it came right towards me. Now, luckily my mom and my girlfriend were here, and they said what happened was I fell completely back, slammed my head on the ground. There's a rock somewhere in there that I hit my head on. They said I was foaming at the mouth, shaking. I held the camera so tight that when I went to go review the footage, I had hit and slammed back so hard that the camera shut off and I lost the footage, because I thought that would be really neat to see. And had I have fallen maybe this way or back a little more ways, I'd have ended up right in there. So luckily I fell straight back, and my mom and my girlfriend were there. You know, they thought I was faking, they thought I was kidding around. But what really got them was when I urinated on myself, and I couldn't, like, my eyes were rolling in the back of my head. So my mom ran all the way up, called, finally an ambulance came. Now we're in the middle of the woods here, dead center in the woods. It's very hard to get an ambulance up here. So somehow people shooting guns, somehow they managed to do it, and I had my very first seizure. But somebody who I used to do Bible study with told me that seizures were actually demonic. Like, in some weird spiritual way. I could be wrong, that's just what I heard. But I believe it because what I saw was a figure coming at me, and then I collapsed. And I just think it's very coincidental that we're up here where miners had died, and I'm sitting here taunting the spirits and messing around and being goofy, and then all of a sudden that happens. But like I said, luckily I did not fall in there and break my neck, and I'm still here to be able to tell and share this story with you guys. So I have not been here in this spot since that happened. That was 4 years ago, and you can see all these rocks around here. I mean, I'm lucky to be here. So thank you, Lord. And again, I hope everyone's enjoying their new year. I wanted to share that story with everybody. Like I said, man, I could have ended up in that ditch there. And who knows, I wouldn't be here to tell the story today. So that was one of my little mini horror stories on this property here. So this is Matt with Random Video Circus. Until next time.